All right, outnumbered overtime. Oh, gee, baby. And we were just saying in between the TV version of us and this online version starting here live, hello to some in-studio friends.
Yes, my friend Barrett's friends from Alabama. I love people from Alabama
The
in
Sanders
general.
family.
Really good people. Thank you for coming.
There's no talk of Roll Tide in this room. No.
LSU.
No, LSU.
No Nick Saban.
Go
You
Tigers.
guys were quiet as church mice in the TV version of us. I mean, and on one point, because I don't know who we have over there. I think we might have some teenagers even, but I saw someone yawning, and I was like, oh, we're boring. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh,
put him
good.
on the spot.
I did put him on the spot. Well, it's good to have you guys. I know the camera can't see them, but we're going to roll now with the overtime live chat, which is cooking along. And you guys
Talk
can
about the Final Four.
Oh my gosh, it's
So the number one's gone.
I can't talk about sports.
North Carolina, but
Gonzaga. That's the number one seed.
Okay, I'm getting.
Kansas.
Yeah. You've got two number one seeds in the Final Four.
But mine, not there.
Oh, no, I was
Arizona.
thinking Wait, Gonzaga's is the number one seed? Yeah, in the West. Okay.
It was
Bring me up to speed.
quite a
Who's the number one
weekend.
seed?
It was really
Anyone?
quite a weekend. I mean,
Patch. Wow. Yeah. Zags were the number one seed in the West.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here they go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Arizona, I don't know, Bill Self and,
I thought of you
and
when
Sean Miller
Arizona
must be like,
and
what happened to my team?
Kansas were
Yeah.
eliminated.
Yeah, the mystical birds.
UCLA, rough night Friday night.
They were, yeah.
Oh wow, Harris,
Yeah.
have you gotten yourself into this now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Bruins were, I was surprised by that too.
Yeah, a lot of people have them winning the whole thing.
Florida surprised me.
Oh, look, well, everybody's
That was
represented.
kind of a fun game to watch.
That
though.
was a good game to
Yeah.
watch.
Well, I really
Last
thought
night
And
was a
North
great game, too.
Carolina, Kentucky, that was
Yeah.
a huge game.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to the live chat, shall we? Judge, you know, one of the things we kind of ended our show on is just this reality of bringing on board moderate Democrats. Are there more than two these days? How many are there?
Maybe, I mean,
No
are you
Manchin?
including in the House? Maybe like 5.
Okay.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
So
and I
not
think
enough to actually sway a vote in either chamber.
it's definitely good. Endangered species, definitely. I would say on both sides, though. It's not something that's, as I guess, gets the red meat of the base running as much as.
Yeah, but it could get the country
Extreme.
running.
It
Like,
could.
I mean, we have seen nothing get done substantively in quite some time.
The good thing about that is when things don't get
Both
done,
parties.
we don't spend money, and that's
See,
great.
that's the thing.
So what you were
Ah.
talking about Republicans kind of being fractured.
That's
You know,
true.
you certainly were talking about the different factions of the Republican Party, and the Democrats act in such lockstep that yes, they had both chambers and the presidency, and they passed Obamacare, and
Right.
that was a bummer. I mean,
Right.
that's what happens when you have too much government concentrated in one
I
party.
don't disagree with
so-
you. I generally I used to like gridlock, because when you had gridlock, when you didn't have gridlock, when somebody controlled the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they passed every single project they ever thought of,
Yeah.
the good, the bad, the ugly. So when you had gridlock, typically what happened was only the good stuff or the necessary stuff got passed.
Yeah.
But now we're at a point where when you have gridlock, nothing gets passed.
Yeah, but the
which
bottom
can be
line,
good, but can be bad.
But it's hurting the American public, especially again people in Arizona whose premiums are just at a rate that's
Yeah, they're getting crushed.
highest in the country.
inconceivable. Yeah, 125%
Well, and no choice.
as of last
But
week.
why aren't they opening the borders
No,
for
one
insurance?
insurance
Yeah.
option
No
in
choice.
every single county except
Phase
one.
3.
Why?
So saying like, oh, we like gridlock, we like all these things, there are actually real life ramifications. People that I know personally in Arizona that they are getting so royally screwed by Obamacare that this sort of, we're going to let you explode, we're going to let you have to pay.
But even in the recent bill, it wasn't, at least in stage 1, which I don't know why they think the public will trust that there'll be a stage 2 and a stage 3. But even in the recent bill, there wasn't cross-border insurance companies.
I
Why?
want Paul Ryan.
Is it the lobbyists?
I want Paul Ryan to really come out and have some serious explaining right now, because I have been a longtime fan and supporter of Paul Ryan for a lot of different reasons. And over the weekend, I was furious with him. Furious. He knows government better than anyone else. He should have helped our president along, who, yes, I don't like the fact that he doesn't understand how it's run, but he should have been helping him, whipping up the votes. I agreed with Tom Cotton. Why were we doing this so quickly? Why were we giving everyone this
But you have
ultimatum
to
in this
talk to the
time?
president about that. Like that would not be a Paul Ryan
I'm just,
thing.
no, but it's Paul Ryan's fault for putting together a bill that, as we knew going into it, I wasn't even pleased with, and I'm one of the dirty moderates that you know, Kennedy's referring to. So if
I
you
never
can't,
said
got
dirty
to a
moderate.
point where anybody thought that they
speaking
had to make
facetiously.
everybody happy.
Yeah.
Like, that's never going to happen. That's not how you negotiate.
I think we could have found compromise.
I absolutely agree with Meghan on this. I think but see, the problem is they dug their heels in the wrong aspects. And if you're really going to repeal and replace Obamacare, you can't keep so many of the exact same tenets and just reword them. We're talking about this on the couch with Congressman Sean Duffy, and you know the fact that the continuous coverage clause, which you get a 30% penalty that you have to pay to an insurance company, which is a handout to insurance
technically
companies.
A mandate.
The same thing as the
because
individual mandate.
Because if you lose your coverage for any reason at all and you have to pick back up, you go back to what you were paying, you see a 30% hike in what you were paying, that's a penalty for not having coverage. There's no way around it. And you're paying, not the IRS, which we thought might be the most hated money collecting institution, only second to maybe the insurance company.
Paul Ryan never even met with the Freedom Caucus. You're telling me that he doesn't have some answers right now? I'm sorry, we have to work together. I don't agree with many things that the Freedom Caucus wants to do, but their constituents voted them in for specific reasons, and we all need to be working together, and I cannot overemphasize enough, the attack ads have written themselves last weekend, and if we think that we're going to be okay in the midterm elections, I think we're on very, very shaky ground right now.
So this is where the commander-in-chief steps up, I think, and bridges the gap, if he wants to bridge the gap. But what he probably knows is happening inside Washington is you can't really make friends with any of these people. Like the Freedom Caucus, you're right. Ryan didn't meet with them, but then you heard Representative Poe of Texas say, I'm walking away because you guys say no to everything.
Yeah, but you know, Mark Meadows said that we will compromise and be much more flexible on tax reform.
And did you see who he wants to work with first? Moderate Democrats. Like, hello? Did you? I mean, it's like it's an echo in here. It's crazy. Why not go back to your own party and as I think it was Sandra who said, do some self-reflection, some introspection here, and look and say, well, this is where it didn't work out. Work in your house first, and then reach out.
President Trump is blaming the Freedom Caucus, though. I mean, it came out on Twitter this morning, and the Heritage Foundation.
Club for Growth.
He's definitely. I thought it was going to be Paul Ryan's head that he was going to be out for, but apparently it was
no,
the
because you know why you're absolutely right. Because when you said that, I realized that I thought the exact same thing. I thought Ryan would be hung out to dry, but then I realized that the president needs Ryan for tax reform. He needs Ryan for this big win. They need one big victory, because if they have a massive tax victory and they make everyone happy and everyone's getting money back, Wall Street's happy, the economy gets going, then they can go back to health care. So I think for that reason they both need.
I know, but now the environment is so different because there's so much skepticism now, I think, as they approach this.
It was a big risk. It was a big risk going after health care first because it's such an emotional issue.
Two big phone calls over the weekend that we know. First, Speaker Ryan's office on Saturday said that they spoke for like an hour, he and the president. And then yesterday, the White House confirmed that, yeah, they had spoken again yesterday. So clearly, as Kennedy says, this is symbiotic.
Yeah. I do think we could have found compromise. I really do. If Kennedy and I are both sitting here, and we have very different perspectives on this, and I guess in some ways represent both sides.
There were over 500
but I think I would debate that we represent the feelings within both factions. I do think there could have been found compromise with a more shrewd.
No, I don't. But emotional constituents.
So we had on
important.
I refuse to believe if we didn't take more time, we couldn't have found some kind of middle ground to come to.
Representative Faso here from New York, and he was a no, Republican no, and then he got to yes last week. And I asked him on Fox Report last night how you got to yes. He cut deals that were his deal breakers. But you couldn't see everybody do that because there's no way, as Meghan has pointed out, you could do that in the short term. So a few people got everything they wanted, and they were able to bring some Republican no's to yes, but there wasn't enough time to, do that.
The bill, because the failure of the bill didn't hinge on details. The failure of the bill hinged on fundamentals. It was a structurally unsound bill, and it's the structure of the bill that you absolutely couldn't change, and that's really the only thing that would have made these factions happy. For different reasons.
I also think at the end of the day, they're all politicians. And there's going to be ramifications.
We need some more constructive questions on Facebook.
Oh, no.
I like the shout-outs that they do, though.
Those really come in if I ask for them.
Anybody on Facebook asking about Harris's affection for Teletubbies? Because I find that fascinating.
I do. The Teletubbies are having a private gathering, 20th year anniversary here in New York.
I mean, I love watching SpongeBob. My girls don't like SpongeBob anymore, but I love watching SpongeBob.
How about we end on a very positive note?
We have daughters.
Joe Cowart.
Otherwise, I was a little disturbed.
Says, great show today, y'all. This is one of my favorite shows on Fox.
Woo!
We appreciate the positive comments and feedback, and it was so much fun today. And it was great to have you in town. Yeah, I joked before the show started, though, Judge. I said, we're moving the show down to Miami.
Oh,
we need some sun.
Come on down.
Warm weather.
I'll go wherever you go. I have gavel, we'll travel.
All right. Oh,
my God.
I love that. I think it's a bumper sticker that says that.
He did say that.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.
I like